Hey, what's going on, Defenders? Chief Speedy here. Please excuse all the mess. Just getting over from being a little sick for about a week, so feeling much better. Made a promise to make some leadership connections with you all, and being a traditional reservist chief with an AGR unit is very tough when you're not there 24/7 and you have a whole other full-time job of personnel that you're supervising, leading, mentoring, organizations you're running, just like the things you all are doing full-time. So what better way to connect when I'm not there than to send you videos, and you can choose to listen to them or not. I posted a video. The first one was at Andrews Air Force Base, the NCO, Senior NCO induction ceremony. And so a lot of you guys are NCOs, senior NCOs. You have goals and aspirations of maybe becoming a higher level leader, because where you are right now, even the airmen, even those butter bar lieutenants, you're leaders in your own right. We are all leaders. It starts with the mindset of what you think of yourself. You have to believe that you have what it takes to be a great leader. You have to want to lead. You have to want that. And you have to be hungry, thirsty, and you have to be open to feedback that sometimes may hurt to hear, but is necessary to grow. You want the truth, and you don't want things sugar-coated. You don't want a bunch of yes people around you that just tell you you're amazing all the time and there's nothing wrong with you, right? Because we all have something wrong with me. Trust me, there's a lot wrong with me. I did not make chief because people told me I was great. People gave me a lot of compliments with different things, with different strengths that I have, but I also have a lot of weaknesses. And what I did was surround myself with the people that I knew were going to tell me the truth, but told me the truth with the best interests at heart. We're not just naysayers or people that were jealous or threatened, but leaders that actually care about you. And that's your tribe. They're your peers, your mentors, and your leaders. And you have to find your tribe. If you don't have a tribe, that's step one. You got to find that. Okay? There are a lot of opportunities to find mentors. You can find a mentor on my Vector. We all have smartphones. You all have AI. You can even ask it. It can tell you how to navigate my Vector, which is crazy to me. But you can ask anyone to be your mentor. They can look at your records in my Vector. They can give you feedback. They can just talk to you on the phone, text you. You know, as a chief, I believe all chiefs are mentors for everyone, not just people in just their units. So, you know, I'm here for people I used to work with, people that have connected me with people they think I would be able to resonate with. And, you know, there isn't just one great leader out there, because this is like clothes, right? Like, not one size fits all, right? You have to find the right people that you connect with, that you're going to jive with, that you're just going to understand you, and you're going to be able to talk to and work through things with and really understand the language they're telling you. When you have bad language, it's hard to understand. When you have a disconnect, it's hard to understand. And as you grow in leadership, you're going to learn how to be in situations where you don't get to pick and choose the people that you learn and lead best with, and you have to learn how to adapt and overcome. And that is trial and error. It's not just a perfect day and everything's sunshine and rainbows. The world gives us examples. There's a tree behind me. The green is coming out. A few months ago, it was wintertime and everything was dead, right? Everything looked dead during when it was cold. It was nasty. Some people like the cold. Some enjoy that. Some do not. But just like the seasons, things come and go. Just like a roller coaster, things go up, things go down. Things go upside down, twist, turn, and is exciting, thrilling, unpredictable, cold, hot, depressing, exciting. And that's just life. And that's just like leadership. It's like seasons. You'll have seasons of doubt in yourself, seasons of confidence in yourself, and seasons where you have to get checked. Because like I write in my book that I'm working on publishing, because that's just a legacy goal of mine to leave behind, to pour into everyone, to make them a better leader than me. And it's for me to learn and grow too and reflect. You know, ego gets the best of us. Ego creeps in on every single leader. And that's why there's balance. That's why there are triad leadership teams. That's why there isn't a commander or just one dictator to rule them all. You need a balance of leaders, mentors, tribe mates around you to keep you balanced, that you trust, that are willing to tell you the truth even when you don't want to hear it. You need that. You need that to stay humble, to stay resilient, to stay strong, and to make right decisions, not decisions based off of emotion. Like I've sat with all the senior non-commissioned officers, I told them nothing at work should be personal. And if it is, you got to check yourself, and you need to go and have conversations and work through it. It's never personal, it's personnel. It's people. Got an aircraft coming over. I don't know if you can hear that. That's awesome. Everything is business, operations, getting the mission done. We are human, right? So keeping ourselves in check, communication, that's our biggest struggle for life. I mean, you have relationships with your family, relationships with your husbands, wives, partners, boyfriends, whoever you're dating, whatnot, right? Kids. And sometimes the communication is great, and sometimes the communication is rough. So put a bunch of people working together every single day, you're going to have breakdowns in communication. So as a leader, your goal is to continually monitor the health of the communication, the team, and the success rate, right? And you need that balance. You need that mental, emotional, physical, spiritual balance, just like I talk about in that induction ceremony video. So these are very important tools for you to remember and to maintain, and for that to become common practice and thought processes as you grow. And anybody can do that at any level of leadership. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to go through hard times. You're going to have moments where you don't think you're good. You're going to have moments where someone tells you you suck. You're going to have moments where someone tells you you're great and the best thing since sliced bread. You have to stay humble. You have to stay balanced. You have to be around the right people. And you have to stay strong when you're going through a tough time. It's very easy to quit. It's very easy. And sometimes you need to take a knee. That's not quitting. That's strength. That's real leadership. And down the road in our videos, I'll share with you on what taking a knee looks like, because I had to do it numerous times. And I have made more mistakes than most of you all have made. But I was open to learning, growing, never saying, it's not my fault, justifying why I'm right and they're wrong. No, it's working through it. It's saying, we have some conflict, but I want to work through this. Why? Because the bigger picture is, we all have people we love, we want to go home to. We're serving at our jobs, we're serving in the military for your reservists of the unit I'm with, right? We're not getting rich doing this. It's a sacrifice. We're giving up our weekends, giving up time with our families. We're giving up events sometimes that you can't get excused for. And it's a sacrifice. And it's a sacrifice we all have to make. And it's hard, bringing a bunch of people together with different backgrounds, different jobs, and trying to get everyone on the same page. It's a lot of work, but it requires leadership at all levels. So that's why development of everyone at every rank level is so important. Because that's what creates the glue that gels us together to operate like one well-oiled machine. Because like I've told you all, you're all weapon systems. And we need to take care of our weapon systems. We need to check in on them. We need to clean them. We need to show them some love. We need to make sure they operate correctly. And if they're broken, we need to get them the help they need. And just like a human, right? We need to check on you, make sure you're doing good. Make sure life isn't giving you lemons and you don't know how to make lemonade. We'll teach you how to do that, right? But that's why you have a first sergeant, right? For when we're focusing on that operational mission, you have someone whose mission is you, right? You have someone whose mission is your development. That's where your SEL comes in. Your leadership development, developing the future, letting the senior non-commissioned officers make decisions and learn from mistakes, or come up with great ideas that I didn't even think of and I learned from them. I've learned some of the greatest leadership lessons from airmen way lower ranking than me. I've learned some great leadership lessons from people above me, people to my left, to my right, people I've supervised. I'm a product of being open-minded and learning from everyone and everything around me. And when something has gone wrong and I've made a mistake, I have learned some great lessons from that because I had an open mind and was able to own my stuff and take it on the chin. The greatest thing you can do is when you make a mistake is own it, lean into it, and learn from it. Nothing is the end of the world, I promise you. I have this wonderful Till Valhalla shirt on. It says, don't let the hard days win. And in life, you're going to have a lot of hard days. You're going to have loss. You're going to have mental health struggles. You're going to have pain. You're going to come back from deployments and missions, and you're going to have issues adjusting, some of you. There are so many resources and so many people out there that have gone through the same thing, myself included. And we are here for you. But you have to communicate, you have to reach out, and you have to know that you are not weak. You are strong. It's weak to keep it all in. That's the easy thing, right? The hard things that we do are the ones that have the greatest breakthroughs and will make us the greatest leaders. So lean into uncomfortability. That makes you grow. When you're comfortable in places, too comfortable, that's where you make mistakes and that's where you stop growing. But when you're in an unknown environment, it forces growth. It forces you to learn things. It forces you to learn the new surroundings. So it's teaching you without you realizing you're being taught. So challenge yourself and don't let things get you down. Sometimes you may not win awards. Sometimes you may not be selected for something you really wanted. There are so many things I didn't get that I thought I earned, right? But I had people redirect me and keep me focused. Some things are not fair. Life is not fair. Sometimes you're deserving of a promotion and you didn't get it for whatever reason, right? And that sucks. But us as leaders, we owe feedback, right? We owe development. And you may think you're ready, but someone sees something else in you and tells you you're not ready. When I was ready for chief, I had a command chief tell me, you're not ready. When other people were like, dude, you're awesome, you're totally ready. But she knew better, because there were things in me that she knew could be better for me to be a more better chief. And if I would have jumped the gun, I would have lost out on those leadership lessons, and I would have lost out on the impact I was able to make as a senior master sergeant, keeping chief on for a few extra years. I was able to have mission impact at different levels. And you can too. And that's what we're here for. We're here to share with you our experiences, teach you as we go, learn with you, because I don't know everything, but what I do know is I'm on the tail end of my enlistment. I'm on borrowed time right now, because when you get older, your body breaks. And all I can tell you is sometimes it's out of your control, and sometimes it is in your control. All you can do is take care of yourself, eat healthy, work out responsibly. Don't do anything crazy that's going to wear and tear your body. When we're in the military and even in first responder positions, your back, your hips, your knees, they'll eventually go when you get up there in age. But do everything you can. Research vitamins, health, mental health, physical health, emotional health. It's all very important. And everyone's body's different. Unfortunately, my body is broken in a lot of different ways. But that doesn't mean I can't adjust fire and be a leader in other ways where I can be impactful, right? We all have something special about us. You do. Whether you know that or not, you just have to tap into it and find your route, right? Find your path and don't compare it to others. Everyone else has their own path. If you connect to the guy or girl or whoever to your left or to your right, you are gonna never feel good enough, because everyone's going at a different pace. They have a different path, they have a different purpose and a different reason. You need to embrace yours and know sometimes maybe people seem like they're going faster than you, but maybe you're slowed down for a reason. I'll share with you, a while ago, people were like, you need this chief position, you've got it, you're gonna be a great chief. And I wanted one more year to be a senior. And it was the greatest thing I ever did, because that year I was a senior, I had someone who had a mental health breakdown and almost made a very stupid mistake. And I think about, I was there for him for the right reasons at the right moment. And I think about, if I would have chased being a chief when I wasn't ready, would someone else have been there for him, or would he have made the mistake and his life would be over? So we are put in places in life for reasons unknown, and everything happens for a reason, and you're supposed to be in your place where you're at right now for a specific reason. Okay, and you need to believe in that. You need to believe in yourself. You need to be open. You need to communicate. You need to not shy away from tough conversations. And you need to embrace whatever you want to do in life. Some people will want to be in the military their whole careers, will want to be being a first responder their whole careers, and some don't. And that's okay. If you don't, there's a way to exit the military honorably, right? And, you know, get all the things you've earned and start your next chapter. We need people. We need different backgrounds. We need different trades. We need different jobs. We don't need every single person in the military too, right? And most people have never even served. So even if you just wanted to serve for 4 years and you're out, that's okay too. We would love for you to stay in. It's been the ride of my life. And all I can do now at the tail end is leave legacy. And legacy is me pouring everything I know, all my experiences, everything I have, the good, the bad, the ugly, the mistakes, into you, so you can be a better leader than me one day. That's the kind of chief I've always wanted to be. And so everything and anything I can do on my borrowed time and limited time still left in the military, I'm going to give it to you. And I'm going to be available even after that. I have plans to continue giving coaching, mentoring, and leadership development to anyone that wants it, because it's so important in life, in your character, and it's important for your goals and your development. And I want you all to win. Every single one of you. So stay strong, stay safe, spread love, not hate, and I'll see you guys next time.